Welcome everyone to SummerSlam 2011 predictions here on NoDQ.com. I am Aaron Rift. Let's talk about this Sunday's pay-per-view from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California for the third straight year. First of all, regarding the card for SummerSlam this Sunday, before Raw went on the air, we had 4 matches announced for SummerSlam. When Raw was over, we still had 4 matches for SummerSlam. So overall, the build-up for this pay-per-view has been quite weak. The main event has been really strong. Going back before Money in the Bank, this whole thing started with CM Punk's work-shoot promo where he blended reality with fiction. And, it got the internet going crazy. NoDQ.com crashed. Everyone thought the promo was freaking awesome, and it was. And it led to Money in the Bank, which was one of the best WWE pay-per-views in years. On the NoDQ.com poll, people said it was among the top 5 pay-per-views in WWE history. So they really delivered on that one. And now they have to follow it up with SummerSlam. CM Punk versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE title. A couple months ago, I said CM Punk's best days were ahead of him, and then the news came out that he would be leaving the company when his contract expired. Now, I thought this was really weird because CM Punk was at the top of his game. Why would he be leaving? And sure enough, he ended up coming back. And, right now he is the biggest star in the company. He's the guy everybody's talking about. But, as to who the winner is, nobody knows at this point. WWE has added a little twist this Sunday with Triple H as the special guest referee for their match. So there's so many ways this can go now. Will Triple H turn on CM Punk and side with John Cena? Will John Cena turn heel? Will Triple H and John Cena form a union? Or will Triple H pedigree both guys and say he's the undisputed WWE champion, just like he did in 2002? Who knows what's going to happen there? I will give WWE credit on that, although so far from the feedback, a lot of people are not sure about Triple H being the special guest referee. And let's just talk about that segment real quick, the contract signing on Raw. Overall, I thought it was really a bizarre segment. They made a lot of inside references. John Cena talking about his heel persona, which I think pretty much rules out that he's not going to turn heel on Sunday. He mentioned his 5 moves of doom. CM Punk made a reference to John Laurinaitis being Marty Funkhauser. For those of you that don't know, Marty Funkhauser is a character on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Great show, by the way. And, the two of them have a striking resemblance. Marty Funkhauser and John Laurinaitis. They also brought up the recent firings. CM Punk talked about Vladimir Kozlov and Chris Masters being fired, and how, Laurinaitis would not talk to them in person. He had to do it over the phone. So, these things were interesting, but I get the feeling that it went over the head of most of the fans watching. I think the hardcore fans probably really got a kick out of this segment, but I could just imagine your average person who doesn't go on the internet was probably wondering, what the hell is going on here? I also found it funny that they used The Rock's promo to try to build up this match. It's supposed to be about CM Punk and John Cena, but, The Rock has become the focal point now. So, overall, like I said, a really bizarre segment. Overall, I didn't think Raw was all that good, actually, because, for one thing, they gave away R-Truth and John Morrison for free instead of putting it on a SummerSlam card. That was just, I don't understand that. It's just mind-boggling. And then they did CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio also for free. I don't know what's going on here. I'm guessing CM Punk and John Cena is going to go really long on Sunday. And they got a lot to live up to. That first match, considered by many to be one of the best WWE matches in a long time. Dave Meltzer gave it 5 stars. Everyone said, it was an awesome match. The storyline was perfect. The crowd heat was just, amazing. And for this Sunday, I think the crowd will be really strong. LA's usually a really good crowd, especially for the pay-per-views, because you get more of the hardcore fans. I suspect John Cena will mostly get booed. And it should be really good. That match should definitely, if not live up to the Money in the Bank match, it should at least be a 4.5 star match. It should be really good and worth the price of admission on pay-per-view. So we'll see what happens there. The remaining matches on this card, Randy Orton versus Christian. This time it's no DQ. The feud's been getting stale. This is like the 4th or 5th time now that they've done this match. Hopefully this is the last one. I think Orton will get this one because, the feud's ending. I think Orton will get back the title, but you never know. Right now they're building up Mark Henry as the top heel, and he's got a match with Sheamus this Sunday, who has started his babyface turn, which I think is really good. Sheamus is, really good performer, got a lot of personality, and the crowd's really starting to get into him. So, I think it's the right move to turn him face. I think Sheamus, he's going to win on Sunday. He's the future, Mark Henry's the past. That's just how I see it going down. And Beth Phoenix and Kelly, I think Beth Phoenix will win. I think she should. I would like to see her built up really strong over the next several months leading up to Karma's return and then have the two of them feud. I think that would be the best way to go there. And I would talk about the other matches if there were other matches, but there aren't. So, we'll see what happens. They could always add a few matches. Maybe Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan. Perhaps by the time this video goes up, they'll announce the rest of the matches. I mean, ultimately, it's the one match that's selling the show. CM Punk and John Cena for the WWE title. One man will leave as undisputed champion. This Sunday, NoDQ.com will be in attendance for SummerSlam. For the 3rd straight year, I will be tweeting my thoughts of the show as it's going down. Follow me, twitter.com/NoDQ.DOTCOM. And now let me go to my stateofnodq.com address real quick. Some of you may know about the situation with Jeff. Long story short, he is done with NoDQ.com for the time being. I would like to thank Jeff for everything he's done for this website over the past almost 10 years now, from XMV to Extreme Mayhem, the audio show back in 2002 when we first started, and then the Talk Wrestling over the past several years. Jeff has always done a lot for the website and, worked really hard up until a couple months ago. Jeff has an ego, and, it's healthy to have an ego, but sometimes there's a line between confidence and arrogance. And unfortunately, Jeff has crossed that line in the past couple months. He isolated himself from 4 or 5 of his closest friends, and we all think he's in the wrong, but he thinks he's in the right. And ultimately, when it's all said and done, Jeff has to do what's best for Jeff. So, will Talk Wrestling resume in the near future or down the line? Who knows? Anything can happen. If I say it doesn't happen, it comes back in a couple months and then I look like an idiot. So, maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, NoDQ.com has to move on with or without Jeff Meacham. I'm going to be doing these videos. If I sound monotone, this is only my 3rd video, so we'll see how it goes in the future. As long as people are watching, that's what matters. So I'd like to thank everyone that is still supporting the NoDQ CAW channel. We've evolved over the years, as you can see in the background. We have Freddy Krueger and Jason. This channel started for NoDQ CAW, the Fantasy League, and it evolved into the channel for Talk Wrestling, and we'll see what it evolves to in the next couple of months. But thank you all for continuing to support the website and the channel. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see everybody that's in the Los Angeles area this Sunday. We're going to be having the NoDQ.com after party at Denny's down the street on Figueroa. I'd love to see everybody. It's going to start at around 8:30. The address, let me pull it up right here. It is 888 South Figueroa Street, 8:30 at the Denny's. I just love meeting the fans and the visitors of the website. Everybody's been really cool the past years when we've done this post-SummerSlam dinner. Just hope to see all you guys there. And I'd also like to take this time to invite Jeff to our event, as well as Noah Donish, who's been having his own issues with people on NoDQ.com, as well as Mike Nagel. There's been a lot of turmoil between all 3 of these guys. I mean, it's been ridiculous. I feel like I'm dealing with school children rather than, professional adults here. So I'd like all 3 of them to show up. We can all just have a good time, talk wrestling, just the whole shebang. So on that note, once again, this Sunday, NoDQ.com coverage of SummerSlam. We'll have the regular coverage on the website, as well as my live thoughts from the arena. We'll see you this Sunday. NoDQ.com SummerSlam review.